Hello and welcome back to another game in the Kronshtadt, also known as the poor man's Stalingrad. Here I'm playing on Islands of Ice, and I'm in a division with the Warlock, who is playing the Kronshtadt, and Red, who is in the gearing. This time we spawn all alone on the east side of the south spawn, while the rest of the team are all on the west side. So since we spawn south of sea, we start by going towards that cap. Hopefully some of the other players will come support us, but if not, they at least should have enough ships to deal with A and B.
Good luck, everyone.
Looking a bit on the team compositions, we see we have 4 battleships, 5 cruisers and 3 destroyers. And our team, we have 2 rare cruisers, a Worcester and myself, while the enemy team only has 1, the Buffalo. Battleships, there are 2 tier 10s and 2 tier 8s. And it's majority tier 10s, but a bit of a mix between 8, 9, 10s, so fairly standard.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Red enters sea, and an enemy SAO is detected north of sea. I slow down and try to get into position next to this island in front of me to have some sort of protection. Waiting for the SAO to pop up again so I can shoot him. Sea is now being blocked. So we're not really gaining anything here. But at least my first salvo on the SAO is good when I get a citadel and 3 pens. We have gotten some more support from the south, in the form of SAO, Sashio and Amontana, as I get first blood by killing the SAO. In B we only have 1 Worcester that's rushed to cap, but there is also something from the enemy inside it. And over at A we have 4 what used to be 5 ships that are at least blocking cap. We spotted it's a Hegero that was inside C, and Red now left cap to try and torp. Pop my radar to keep the Hegero detected. As Red smokes up and shoots on the enemy destroyer. Enemy Buffalo is trying to push in a bit, so I see if I can get some good shots on him. But as per usual with the Kronshtadt, more often than not, you will only hit 1 shell and it will be an overpen.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target. The ship is on fire.
Second volley I actually do get a pen, but only that, so nothing major in terms of damage. Then all of a sudden I get Citadel again, and The Buffalo is down almost 11k. The Rooster has actually managed to remain alive in the B cap and is now capping it, while A is still being blocked from both sides. Here at C, however, we are forced to allow the enemy to take the cap. I'm still trying to stay fairly close to the island and shoot at anything I can, but most of the ships are behind the island or way out of range.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
We could keep losing ships in the west, and we're down to just Massachusetts, so the enemy team will soon be able to take A. Buffalo was spotted again, but the salvo I shoot is nowhere near him.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
The Massachusetts in the west do actually manage to get a kill, just as the team finishes to capture that area. Montana showing broadside, so I try to get some good damage, but my guns are not really behaving and only getting small numbers. Warlock and Red are now in C again, and making sure that the team at least don't get any points from it. But in the west, Massachusetts died as well, so all the 5 ships we have lost were in the west at A cap. Those were the only ships we had there, meaning the entire flank is gone for us.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
The Rooster still managed to stay alive in B, not cap it, but at least been a presence there to keep enemies out and delay anything that might come through there.
Requesting support.
We have finally started capping C again, but we are already trailing behind on both points and ships. And there we'll see that the Rooster in B finally goes down. Took the enemy team quite some time to kill him, which is obviously a big help for us since it kept at least some ships away from us to let us deal with C the best we could. Now that we have control of this side, we can finally start pushing a bit west as Red and also the South can finish capping C for us. We do get the cap, and now we have to face the ships coming from B. As we lose our Asashio, meaning Red is our last destroyer alive. We are also down to only 5 ships, whereas the enemy team still has 7. and also 300 point lead, and soon one cap more than we have too. So we are not in the best situation right now, but we are trying to push back and stop them from coming any further. I'm trying to get around this island to shoot at the Montana. Pop my radar to detect what is in the area. We see both the enemy destroyers, also a rune, and of course the two battleships we saw before. Buffalo gets killed by Warlock, who is now up to 3 kills. And shortly after we get the Montana killed as well. So we are starting to leveling out the game. We are now on equal number of ships, but there's still one cap behind.
Torpedoes to port.
First is clearing the island. I'm a bit hesitant to push to get a better angle on him, since we have the rune and of course the two destroyers here. So instead I take the time and risk damage from the Go first in order to reverse instead.
The ship is on fire.
I managed to finish him for my second kill, and we are now actually in the lead ship-wise. But just as that happens, we lose Warlock. I am trying to deal with the rune, reversing to avoid him torping me, but also to try to make the angle the Richelieu in the north has on me a bit worse. Red is trying to deal with the destroyers in B, but he is completely alone, as the Sao is with me and the Montana is on the 10 line just north of C. Unfortunately, Red gets killed, and now we are down one ship again.
The ship is on fire.
With some help from the Sao, we managed to kill the rune.
Torpedoes direct front.
Unfortunately, he managed to get his torps off, but I'm lucky enough to avoid a flooding. And as we will see in a little bit, that fact actually saves my life, and I would say also this game. We are 3 versus 3 again now, but they have 2 destroyers and 2 caps and a pretty substantial point lead. We get detected, so as my guns reload to HE, I pop my radar to see, and I detect the gearing. Get a pretty good first salvo on him. And we do also detect Asashio just leaving the west side of B.
Torpedoes direct front.
Here I unfortunately place it quite badly and use 2 torps on the gearing.
The ship is on fire.
Had I got a flooding before, I would have been died by now. I do get set on fire though, so even though it's not as bad as a flooding, it will still cost me some very important HP that I don't have much left of. I do manage to kill the gearing, but I get set on fire once more. And as I have no heal and repair is down, I can just see my HP draining way too fast. So, and the Montana are trying to chase the Resilio, as I am desperately trying to stay alive and move to B cap to block it and hopefully also cap it. I am down to only 10.5k HP though, so I am in a very bad position. More fires and a big hit. I have to repair it instantly, but even so, I am getting very close to dying. Maybe I should just stop shooting already and try to cap. But I figured that we needed to try and get the Richelieu killed in order to have any kind of chance of winning. I popped my radar to see if the destroyer was anywhere near, but he was not, meaning we will be able to cap B and hopefully finish killing the last enemy BB. We do manage to do that. I actually stopped shooting here since I was down to just 1700 and needed to finish the cap. So indicates that DD is up north with the Montana. He might be running RPF, but we are only 3 minutes away from a loss, and we need a loss cap as well. Red and Warlock are trying to get the South to go towards A. And we see in chat that the South apparently has the mod to calculate how far away you are from winning, and clearly misreads the situation because he thinks that we are winning as long as we keep the 2 caps and don't die. But as we are only 3 minutes away, that's not going to happen. So I rush towards A to do what I can. There is no way I can fight even a destroyer. And the best course of action is to cap, since it's the only way we have any chance of winning. So I finally managed to get a message from Warlock in red, and is now heading towards B with me to cap it. Meanwhile, the Montana is running for his life south towards B. The DD was spotted in north, but luckily so far been unable to get a kill. The Montana is really low though, so a single torp hit will kill him and lose us the game. We're down to 1 minute 20 seconds, and we are still behind on points, and both me and the Sao are rushing towards A to see if we can salvage this. With less than 50 seconds left of the game, I finally enter the cap. And the Sao joins me shortly after.
Denied.
We see one of the torps passing the Montana fairly close. but luckily no hits, and our points are now ticking rapidly. And as the time is about to run out, we will actually turn this around to a win with a very small margin, both in time and points. But overall, a win, and that's all that matters.